Okay, a while back I was doing Marvel vs. Image, and someone threw out Pitt versus Mr. Fixit. Mr. Fixit is a gray version of Hulk. He is a slightly smarter version, not as strong as Savage Hulk, not as smart as Professor Hulk, and is a very unique version of him. Normally only comes out at night, because apparently Bruce Banner had a fear of the darkness, which made this character come forth. And opposite him is Pitt. Pitt is essentially an alien hybrid made by Creed. Creed, the name of the race that created him, not the pseudo-religious band. Yes, put in all of your comments. Can you take me higher? You know, throw all that in there. And Pitt actually faced regular Hulk. Image characters are hard to do these sorts of things with because there's not a lot of information about them, and normally the amount of issues is kind of small. But Pitt normally looks like a gray version of the Hulk, so it makes sense. You have a gray Hulk versus a guy who looks kind of like a gray Hulk. But he also has claws that can slice through anything. I know, having said that, I'm pretty sure someone's going to throw out, well, what if Pitt were to face Wolverine? Maybe I'll take that one next year, but Pitt versus Hulk, Mr. Fixit Hulk, a very specific style of Hulk. I'll go through my criteria. Intelligence, findability, strength, speed, durability, invulnerability, and X Factor. There's only 7 in this one. Now, I weigh each one the same. Why? I don't like people like, well, so-and-so's faster, therefore he always wins. I've got one in mind for next year, probably Flash versus Hulk, where it'll be speed versus strength. I think if you weigh them all independently and weigh them all the same, you get a much more coherent outcome than just, well, so-and-so's faster, therefore he always wins. And with most of these, since this is a 7-point system as opposed to my normal 9, because normally I have energy projection and versatility, they really don't have laser beams or anything. They're not doing Kamehameha waves. They're not throwing sonic booms. There's no distance abilities coming from them naturally. So with this being a 7 point, if it's 4 to 3, the person with 4 more than likely is going to win. If it ends up being 5 to 2, 6 to 1, 7 to 0, as the numbers get farther apart, the likelihood of the winner being victorious greatly increases. So here we go. Intelligence. Pitt actually is a pretty smart individual, has some light psychic abilities. However, he's taking on Mr. Fixit. Mr. Fixit Hulk is he's a very, very stealthy and cunning individual. Ironically, he spent a lot of time in Vegas. And they don't put his intelligence below that of Professor Hulk. He's like very intelligent, very cunning, almost stealthy individual, which is weird to think of the Hulk in that manner. Findability. Pitt is a trained fighter. Tremendous fighter. Looking at strength. This one I have to also give to Pitt. Pitt was able to be a very good match for regular Hulk and Professor Hulk, slightly weaker version of Hulk. Now, Mr. Fixit Hulk is actually slightly weaker than Professor Hulk, so this is a very weak version of Hulk. Now we're up to speed. Ironically, Pitt doesn't really have any speed advantages, where Mr. Fixit Hulk is actually a little bit faster. A lot because he does use more stealth, a little more cunning, so he actually ends up having a slight speed advantage. It's really weird to hear Hulk with the speed advantage. Durability. Well, you still have the healing properties on both characters. Pitt has a really, really high level of healing. He's recovered from damage almost instantaneously. Now we're going to go into vulnerability. This I'm also going to give to Pitt. You're probably thinking, this is Hulk. This is Mr. Fixit Hulk. Slightly more cerebral. His level of vulnerability isn't the same as a regular Hulk. And Pitt was taking essentially laser blast from satellites. He's taking tremendous amounts of abuse. And for him, pain is a stimulant. So as he's getting hit and punched, he is going to just get super jacked up and super enjoy what's going on and get really, really powerful very quickly. X Factor. I'm going to give this one to Pitt. Main reason why I had to be in those freaking claws. You've got I look at this from the standard way of like the D&D way of battle damage. Hulk, bludgeoning. He's going to punch it. That's it. He is bludgeoning damage. Where Pitt, on the other hand, he can do bludgeoning while punching. He's got piercing and slashing. He can do all styles of damage to Hulk. And his claws can cut through any substance. Any substance. So it means as he's facing someone like Hulk, you know, that's going to be a slightly more cunning Hulk. He's going to know, okay, I can't just go toe-to-toe with this guy. But every single time Pitt gets a hit in, it's going to leave nice, deep gouges into somebody like Hulk. He's like, whoa, wait a minute, okay, this is not good. I'm not healing anywhere near as fast as he's putting damage on me. So, Pitt versus a very specific Mr. Fixit Hulk, I think Pitt's going to just pretty much own him.